Welcome to a lesson with Dr. Pal. Let's take a look at an example of solving a system of equations. Okay, using this two-part process of Smith normal form, first row operations and then column operations. So I'm going to write this out. Notice I have four different variables occurring. Let's do x, y, z, then w. So as a matrix, I think -1, -1, 0, 0. Okay, and then here I have a -2 for the y, here a -2 for x, -2 for w, and then we'll have a, let's say, a 1 for z. Okay, and this is my matrix. I have zeros here, and then we'll augment it and look at the reduced row echelon form. Okay, so to get reduced row echelon form, we'll multiply the top by -1. Okay, so we have a 1 there. Then to make this a pivot, we just do an airdrop going down here, multiplying by 2. So that would, so doing that, so this 1 times 2 would make that a, so do that so we can get a 0 there. So that would become a 2 right here. All right, and then down this way right here did nothing. Okay, and there as well. So we have our first pivot. And we go to the first column and see if we can get a pivot over here. Um, let's see. Well, we got to get a 1 in this particular case. And notice, let's think. Well, first of all, as we're going along here, notice that when we let's see. Yeah, when we airdrop going this way right here, we end up zeroing that guy out. And so maybe we'll write this next step 1, 1, 0, 0, 0. And then as we work up right here, that'll be a 0, 0, because we go 2 plus -2. Then we have, so we're just adding up straight. So that'd be 1, -2, and then -2 and a 2 added up would just be a 0. And then right here, we'd end up, okay, then we'd have a 0, 2, 1, -2, -2. So we could swap these right here. So if we swapped them, we'd have a 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 2, 1, -2, -2, and a 0, 0, 1, -2, 0. Okay, now using row operations to make, without changing this guy over here, to make this a 1, we just divide this whole row by half. I mean by 2. So, or multiply it by a half. So we'd end up getting, so we can change that to a 1, 1/2, and then we have a -1 and a -1. Okay. A -1 and a -1. All right. So then from here, it looks like, so to make this pivot now, we can airdrop going up that way. So we have -1 times this row and add it up. So we have a 1, 0, -1/2, and let's see, and then we have a 1 and a 1. Okay, 1, 1. Okay, and then we have, okay, so that's good. Then we have a pivot right there, 1, 0, 0, and then we're left with, we still have a 1/2, -1, -1, and a 1 here, and a -2 and a 0. Okay, it looks like maybe we can make a pivot here. So this 1 could be sent upwards right here. And if we did that, see, we airdrop by multiplying by let's see. We airdrop by multiplying by -1/2. Okay, to go to that guy. So doing that on that one, so would give you a 0 here. And -1/2 times -2 is just +1. Plus -1 would just be a 0. Um, yeah, it'd just be 0 there. And then this doesn't change anything right there. Okay, then we need to airdrop. So this guy, we want to cancel that guy out. So multiply this one by 1/2 to go all the way to the top. So 1/2, that would make that a 0. And then -2 times 1/2 would be -1 plus 1 would make it a 0. And that doesn't change anything. Okay, so it looks like that's a pivot, and that's as far as we can go. We can't make any of these guys without affecting what we already done by doing row operations. So this is a reduced row echelon form. Now, in our linear combination, if we want to get a C, so and remember this is augmented. That's what we need. Yes. So we need to find some solution to this. Well, apparently we could take x to be 1, y to be -1, and we can make one of these guys 0. In fact, we could make both of them, just make them 0, and that would work. So it looks like we have one solution. The one solution that we have so far, we'll just write up here, is we have 1, -1, 0, 0. And this would satisfy this system. We just found one solution by inspection. Now we're going to do column operations to get this into Smith normal form. Okay, so we're going to do column operations on this to get this into Smith normal form. And when we do that, okay, so we're going to just do one airdrop going this way. So if we were on the input, we have 4 things. So, I mean, it's dimension 4. And so airdropping going this way is like we multiply by 2. So we do the same thing over here, and airdropping would give us a 2 there. And that would complete us out. So we're in Smith normal form. And so since we're in Smith normal form right here, and we just had that, and notice that we have one column of zeros. So we just take this corresponding column right here. And so we get that the span of this guy plus this vector would give us the solution to the system. So just the span of 0, 0, 2, 1. And that would be the solution to the system. Thanks for watching.